So I don't consider myself to be alarmist. And I tend to ignore external stimuli because I started my business in 2008 in the middle of the Great Recession. I'm constantly faced with contractors that tell me, you can't do this because of the competition, you can't do this because of the industry, you can't do this because of your market, you can't do this because of name the 15 things. And I never find it to really be true. And I started my business in 2008 during the Great Recession when everybody else was going out of business and everybody was poo-pooing how bad things were, but I grew a large company, made a good living, sold it for top dollar when the economy was still kind of weak. So when something happens in the external environment, even things like the government shutdowns that negatively impacted our business, and we're still seeing the fallout in our economy, my job is really to help our members find a way to do better. Because when the old ways stop working in sales, marketing, production, operations, hiring, my job is to help them out-compete everyone else. Okay? You can't control what's going on in your environment. You can't control what's going on with your competitors, but you can control what you do. However, with that having been said, I've been beat about the head and shoulder probably for the last 30 days as I've interacted with our members, which represents about 100 and some odd painting contractors, that leads are down. Like not just in a few markets, but kind of like everywhere. And that we are seeing other issues. And so what I'm trying to do, and what I hope that you'll help me with, is put together some information that I can share with everybody on my list and on social media and different places, which is decent sized list, larger than most, so we can figure out what the hell's going on out there. And if I can see if my canary in the coal mine is a real bird, or if it's a bird of my imagination, or if it's just because I've surrounded myself with a certain number of people. So if you'll look down below this video, up above it, or around it, you will find that there is a link that you can fill out. And we're going to call it the Painting Industry Recession Survey. I know that's a very cheerful term. And I'm just going to walk you through the survey. So when you click on this, you won't be surprised. I'm going to show you the screenshots of the pictures. And if you would, share this in any Facebook groups that you're in. Forward it to people. There's a link here. You could just copy and paste the link. Email it, text it. Like, I just want to see from painters what's actually going on. Here's the first question. I don't know if you can see this. It's not showing up on the screen very well. Year to date, how have your gross sales changed in 2021? Okay? Or versus 2021. Are they flat? Slightly down moderately, down significantly? Are they up? How have they changed? The other question that's on here is, how's your personal income changed? Okay, just a very simple question, up, down, sideways, no change. Third question, in the last 3 months versus 2021, which I think it's important because I think we're just now seeing the crunch, what I call the lead crunch. How have your estimate request or lead flow numbers changed? I'm just curious. I want to know. I'll report this back to you, okay? I'm just the librarian for this information. Compared to 2021, what changes have you seen in the hiring market? In 2023, where do you see yourself making changes in your business? Okay, I'm just trying to see if people in response to this, man, I'm just watching the colors change here. That's weird. In response to this, if people are making real big changes and in what areas you're going to make a change, you can select different ones of these. In 2023, do you think you will employ more or less painters overall? I think that's important. I just want to know. What do you think? What's your this is what they call the future outlook. I think there's another term for it, but that's what I'm going to call it. What do they call futures? You know, the futures. Like, what do you think the future holds? Compared to 2021, by what percentage did your paint prices increase overall? If you had multiple paint price increases, kind of approximate, if you multiply 1 times 10%, and then you multiply it again, well, that ends up being like a 21% or 22% increase, not adding them together because you're multiplying them over. If you can kind of get an approximation of how your paint prices might have changed. I'm just curious to know, in the middle of the recession, what kind of material issues we're dealing with. What describes the current extent of the paint shortages in your market? It seems to me that this is getting better. But I just want to see if it is or not. I'm going to report this all back to y'all. Did the paint price increases shortage cause you to explore like making any changes? Like actually switching providers, finding a new way to buy things, buying things in bulk, joining a purchasing group, anything like that? And then 10, Where do you buy the current majority of your paint? What manufacturer are you buying it from? And then, is your local market rural, suburban, or urban? If we get enough responses, I'm going to try to draw some parallels. I'm sorry that the image looks so bad. I can't do anything about it. I'm not an AV guy. I fix painting companies. And then finally, if you actually want to get the information, just put your email and phone number in there. For most of you already have it anyway, and you know what I'm going to send you, which is an occasional email or text message. It will not kill you. I do not share it with the People's Republic of China or the CIA or the FBI or anyone else, because they've already got it and they're listening to us now. So if you want to be a part of this and get some information that kind of lets you know how you compare perhaps to other painters in the middle of this, because we are in a recession, and the effects are finally starting to really kind of hit our industry. We had this glut of pent-up demand from the government shutdowns, and that has all played out. Okay, that is gone. And now we're dealing with the reality of the recession and seeing how that's affecting people's pocketbooks, which impacts a whole lot of other things. So if you would fill that out, I would be curious to know what you're experiencing. Click the button, the link below, share the link, share this video. I'll try to get a few hundred responses to this survey, and then I'll get back on here and break the data down, hopefully in a way that doesn't look like crap. But for now, we're just going to take a good stab at it. Better that it'd be done today than it'd be perfect tomorrow. So if you'll help me complete this survey, if you appreciate what I do, I rarely ask favors out of people. Go fill out this survey, and I will share the results with you shortly. Take care, guys. Brandon Lewis, the Painters Academy here. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas. Fill out the survey. Talk to you soon.